To start your value scale painting, you first want to come up with what shape you'd like to use. It can be in the center of your page, top, bottom, right, left, it doesn't matter, but have a starting point somewhere. So I'm going to create a more or less organic shape. So around your original shape, draw another one, etc. And you're going to do this lightly with your pencil. Here's the one I originally did. And we're going to start from either the lightest shade to the darkest, or from the darkest to the lightest. The colors I'm going to use are blue, add a little bit of black, and then add a little bit of white. When we add white to the blue, we will be creating our tint. When we add black to the blue, we will be creating our shade. In my painting, I'm going to start with the lightest color on the inside, darkest color on the outside. So to create my lightest color, obviously I will want to add more white with just a little blue. Continue mixing till you don't see any white and it's all a shade of blue. I possibly could even go lighter than this. Make sure each value that you have on your painting is clearly different from the one next to it. Moving on to the painting, gently apply the paint inside your pencil lines. Remember not to draw very dark with your pencil, because if you have a very light tint, it may not cover the pencil up. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, this last color I had, scoop up some more blue, mix it in there to create my next tint. Mix it real good. You can see that it's a totally different color. Then repeat the process. When I lay it down next to my original space that I painted, you can tell that it is a different shade of blue. You're going to continue to do this, getting darker and darker and darker till you end up with the edge or the ending of your painting being the darkest. In my painting so far, I have a very light tint, medium tint, darker tint. This is plain blue right out of the bottle. So what I'm going to do next is now start adding black to create a shade. Add a little bit of black to your blue, as the black is going to go a lot further than the white will. You have to add a whole lot more white versus adding black. Okay, make sure you mix it in well. Now I kind of have like a muddy gray. Lay it down next to your original blue, and you can see it's a lot darker. And you'll begin to notice the difference in your value scale of paint. So after you have finished your painting, make sure it goes from lightest to darkest or from darkest to lightest on the value scale. Let this dry, and next class period we will paint our silhouette onto the top of it. For the subject in your painting, either bring in a picture or can print one off in the computer lab. So for example, I'm doing a silhouette with birds on a branch. So here my painting is dry, and you can see that I already sketched out a portion of the piece of artwork I've chosen onto it. Then I want you guys to decide, do you want to paint it white or black? Since the majority of my painting is fairly dark, I decided I am going to paint mine white. So with our leftover paint that we have, dip the appropriate size brush into the paint and carefully begin painting. Once again, remember to make sure to draw lightly in your pencil so the paint that you use will cover it.